Hi, my name is Tim. We're going to be doing the trail making test for data collection A today. This is my participant Jake. For the trail making test, we're going to start out and go in sequential order from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. And then for Jake's part, he's going to go from in numerical order as well. The test should take on average 29 seconds. Anything less than that is below average. So first I'm going to do the sample making test, and then he's going to proceed with taking his part of the exam. So first you're going to go here, Jake. You're going to go from 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 without lifting your pen. All right, you ready? You understand the instructions?
I do, yes.
All right, go ahead. All right, so Jake made no mistakes and he did it within the required time, so he does get a perfect score for this exam. It is important to note that for the trail making test that if Jake were to take longer than 5 minutes, the test would be stopped and he would receive a 0 score for this part of the exam. All right, this is the 30-foot walk test. So the point of this is to assess gait velocity and stride length. So Jake, my participant, we're gonna walk across. We're gonna go from these two cones. They are 50 feet apart. The first 10 feet of each end is a buffer zone, and we're only gonna measure the middle 30 feet for this portion of the exam. So when I say go, I'm gonna time you, and we're gonna walk across the room, and I will accompany you if you feel unsafe, to catch you if you need to fall or anything like that, or if you want any security. So whenever you feel ready, let me know, and then we can start the test.
I'm ready now.
All right, you ready? Go. All right. So for the walking test, Jake scored very well. His time was within normal range. Now the second part of this test is the walkie-talkie test. For this part, Jake, you're going to start walking just like before, except this time I'm going to start talking to you and to assess whether you can multitask and focus on 2 things at once. So whenever you feel ready, we're going to start, and then I'm going to talk to you about halfway through.
Okay, I feel ready.
All right, ready, go. So how's your day going?
It's pretty good.
What'd you eat for lunch?
I had a huge sandwich.
Was it pretty good?
Yeah, it was super good.
Italian? Do you get some olives on there?
No, the meatball.
All right, sounds delicious.
It was.
You got that Italian ancestry?
A little bit.
A little bit, Italiano?
Yes.
All right. All right, stop the time. So for the walkie-talkie portion of the test, my participant Jake did need to stop and think about what he was saying to me, which actually results in a positive score, which means that he needs to have additional testing to assess whether or not he does have a problem focusing on 2 things at once or multitasking. So the next test that we're going to do is the timed up and go test. It's an 8-foot test. So what I'm going to have Jake do here is sit in this chair, walk around there, and I will demonstrate first. So Jake, like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you sitting here. I'm going to demonstrate. You're going to sit down. I'm going to start a timer, and you're going to walk around this cone right here. Doesn't matter left or right, either way. And you're going to come back and sit down. So I will time you, and we're going to repeat this process 3 times. Do you have any questions before I demonstrate?
I don't.
All right. So what we're going to do is come over here, and when I tell you to go, you're going to get up, walk around as quickly and as safely as possible, and then come back and sit down, and I will accompany you in case you feel that you may fall or lose your balance. All right? Any questions?
No, I'm ready.
Please have a seat. Ready? Go. All right. Your time wasn't that bad, but I think we could do better the next time. So for the first part, we don't actually record the score for only for the second and third trial. So you ready for trial number 2?
Yes.
Do you need to take a break or anything?
No.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Let's go. All right, I think your time was faster that time, but let's see if we can improve it one more time as quickly and as safely as possible. You feel like you can beat your time?
Yes.
All right, ready? Go. All right, actually your second time was your fastest time, but that's okay. So that's the end of this exam. So supplemental to the timed up and go test, the purpose of it was to measure overall mobility. So when we were doing that, we did put the chair up against the wall for safety purposes, and I believe that is it. So for this next test, we're going to do the stand on one leg test. It should take about 2 minutes, and the purpose is to measure your standing balance with reduced support. So this test should be conducted in a corner for safety purposes. If you feel any need to fall in any direction, you would fall forward or you would bump the walls, and I would be here for whatever reason. If I don't catch you, we're close to the wall, so the risk is less. So what I'm going to ask you to do is cross your arms over your chest, and I'm going to start a stopwatch, and you're going to lift one leg off the floor when I tell you. If your leg touches your other leg, or if your foot touches the floor, the test is over. Okay? You ready?
I understand.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. Ready? Go. So for this stand on one leg exam, Jake did exceed expectations. He got scored 4. He didn't need any assistance staying on one leg, and he did for the full 20 seconds. There is a range between 0 to 4 points. Somebody who can't perform the test and needs help to stay standing on one foot would receive a 0 score, and then the range is between that and fully completing the test independently. For the final exam is going to be the stand on foam with eyes closed test. Typically we would use a foam pad with Eric's balance pads with grip in between the pads and one on the floor, so there is no slip. But today we have this this bench right here that we're going to use. So for this test, I'm going to have you stand up here, and I'm going to demonstrate first. You're going to stand up here, cross your arms, and stare straight ahead, and just maintain the balance for 20 seconds. And then for the second portion of this exam, we're going to repeat it, but you're going to close your eyes. And this is in the corner for safety purposes, and I will be here if you do feel the need to fall, or if you lose your balance, I will be here, or for whatever reason, if I don't catch you, you're right next to the wall, you can always reach out and grab the wall. Do you have any questions before I show you?
I don't.
All right, perfect. So you're gonna come over here, you stand over here, legs shoulder width apart, cross your arms over your chest, and then when I tell you, I'm gonna count for 20 seconds. Do you have any questions?
I understand.
All right. All right, please step on. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go. Okay, so Jake did exceptionally well for the first portion with his eyes closed. And now Jake, I'm gonna ask you to repeat the process, but this time, when you close your eyes, you're gonna cross your arms over your chest and you're gonna close your eyes, and then I'm gonna start the timer, and I will be here, so if you need to reach out or anything, I will catch you. Do you have any questions before we begin?
No.
All right, cross your arms over your chest, close your eyes, and I'm gonna start the timer now. So for this final exam, the stand on foam with eyes closed, my participant Jake did perform perfectly. He was able to independently stand on the foam pad with his eyes closed for 20 seconds without any assistance. And there is a range, so that would get 4 points. A 0-point score would be for someone who is unable to get up onto the bench and maintain a standing position with their eyes closed at all. So that is a 0 score, and then everything else in between, there are modifications or mistakes to be made in between, and each one will be marked off. So that is the end of our data collection for today.